boys at all in simple. Maybe don't let it go there, but there are a lot of
CV squared has 51 5 degrees of freedom, making
on the way home. I got hungry and I ate it.
We're Americans, and we only like competition, okay? I'm eating, and I'm reading a book, and this wave just comes up.
Making this little robot, but it is controlled by living brains much like those inside your head. Researchers
This moth isn't just swinging around, it's been bred.
grow collections around 3,000 brain cells in the lab. The cells grow collections with each other and start communicating
Using electrodes implanted into its muscles.
Some are hard to found out respond predictably to signals from robot ultrasound distance sensor.
Here, signals are sent to its left flight muscle to make it lift that wing.
The output from these cells can be used to control
Different signals can be sent for it to lower its wing, to lift both wings at once, or to make them flat.
They each have a motor in them, and it actually drives forward when I walk. It actually powers that knee through the step.
Powered through Bluetooth technology.
Increasing the frequency of the pulse makes the wings beat faster. If a signal is sent only to one side while the moth is flying, it will veer in that direction. Implanted electrodes into the brains of tree beetles,
and they
close to
talk to
neurons
each other
that
and try
control
to mimic
flight.
the stride length
A computer
that the other
program in
one's
the
doing. If I
device
speed
controls
up,
the
the other one
beetle,
can realize
and
it's
here
doing
it
it and
beats
it'll
its
speed up
wings
as well.
and takes off when a negative voltage is sent to its brain. Researchers are putting moths in control and using them as a pair of eyes. They've found out how to intercept signals from their visual system and how to use them to make a robot move. Here, a graduate student demonstrates how the robot can be steered. Combining living and machine components could eventually make robotic systems more effective.
Legs when an IED hit his convoy in Fallujah, Iraq in 2006.
The IED went off directly underneath me and took off basically everything that was hanging over the ledge of the seat, my legs. And then it killed my sergeant in front of me and my good friend next to me. My gunner lost his right leg. I shattered my hip. I had 32 pins in my hip. I broke my pelvis, so I have a 6-inch screw holding that together. I lost both legs above the knee. I broke 4 fingers, broke my jaw, broke my nose, lacerated kidney. So I recovered well, I think, and great care here and done well.
Today, I use the Bluetooth prosthetics.
It's a lot of hip control. In my other legs, I usually have to use all my thigh to power through things, but since these are moving on their own, then I actually just kind of have to lift and shift my weight a little bit.
He says they're a bit heavier than the other 2 microchip prosthetics he's worn, but they require much less effort to operate.
If they're not programmed right, they kind of do their own thing sometimes, and they'll kick for no reason. Like you'll just be standing there and be like, and just kick off to the side.
Able to master the stairs just yet.
Sometimes when you go near a computer or something, you'll hear the computer start freezing, so it does do that a lot. And I'll be like, I'm sorry, and I have to turn my legs off.
Communicates robot wirelessly. The team plans to use their robot brain power on new pattern behavior in the future. They hope there are enough similarities to teach about unknown aspects of our own brain.
Sexy, Oh, geez, to be young again. Good times. Hopefully soon I'll be doing more of those events. Maybe we'll do that as a palate cleanser. Let me get out of here, and then I'll get into that in just a second. Nope. Well, we can't play that music, so never mind. I think. Let's go here for a second, and then I'll bring in our co-host, and if there's anybody else who is wanting to join us, just let us know, and we will bring you in to the insanity we have planned for today. Let me just get there. Okay, double check in and do this first, of course, but we're going to try to do these intros faster, and we're going to try to do things a little bit different just to see if we can get people to join in more, or if you like us to do things different ways, then let us know.
It's just like Killer Cop 4, but she's got Hema instead of fry cook balls. I need you, Action Bastard. Action Bastard, I need you. Action Bastard, I need you. Why am I wasting time dancing?
You want to know why? Because the world is fucking flat, dog. And everything that you see up there, as far as like planets or stars, yeah, guess what, dude? It's fucking fake. It's just lights up there. The government put those lights up there so you dummies could just act like there's something up there.
Wait a second, are you a flat earther?
Call a crackhead.
You're stupid.
Yeah.
But some people without brains do an awful lot of talking, don't they?
Yes, I guess you're right.
And there we go. How are you
doing? I'm doing okay. Yeah, I think I'm doing okay. Yeah. And like, of course, we're mixing it up. Come on, like you got to keep it spicy in the bedroom, right? Oh wait, we're talking about streams. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm just we're trying new things. This channel is always evolving and changing, and just seeing what the audience likes a little bit more. If we had more guests, I would show you what we're talking about, but it doesn't fucking matter. We're just going to try to go as fast as possible with the intro-y stuff instead of spending 20 minutes in the intro, because I don't know if people like that or they hate it. There's a lot of other channels that are doing really well that do that, but we're going to try to shorten them, and we're going to try to do other things right quick. So let's get into our side chat right after.
But wait, there's more. Hang on to your seat, baby, because this one's a screamer.
That's what she said last night. But anyways, she's still in my basement. I'll let her up later. Let's say hello to the side chat, and that is we have a Demons of the Orbs.
Hey, Demon.
We have a Mangoes. They're doing stuff and things right now. Okay. Well, just let us know if you have time to join us. It would be lots of fun, but we understand if you are doing things. Here's our Schisma Crasher, and because our Schisma Crasher's here is their commercial, because they are the sponsor of this channel and many other channels of the stream. Nice. Yeah. Well, yeah. I know I've got lots of more fun, insane, crazy stuff to do in the future. Just when I look back at those videos, I'm just like, oh, things were so much fun back then. It's okay. I'll be doing more crazy, insane performances. Just the problem with age is I used to be able to do all the needle piercings and all the weird stuff back in the day and wake up in the morning and be like, let's do it again. Now it's like, God damn it, I got to get tattooed. I got to get implants. I've got to do this, that. I got to do 5 shows. And so, but I'm still having fun. I love it. I'm glad that I'm still doing these things. And Mama says hello to everybody, and she says she is swinging on her way in here. Once again, if there's anybody who wants to join us that is not or didn't get a link, is what I meant to say. Sorry, I'm a little sidetracked. Let us know, and we will send you a link. Here is my doctor, and my doctor says no more weed, please. I hope that you're speaking for yourself and not me, because I need a lot more weed to go over this subject. And I am glad that we have our next thingy, our next person. Oh my, thank you, thanks. I like how this is happening in twos the last couple days. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do it this way, and it's gonna go like this.
Mama,
oh mama.
Hello.
Hello.
And then
stunning, plump, red, perfectly unscratched, and incredibly sweet mango.
Okay, I was trying to do them both
I gotcha.
together. So how are you both doing?
Doing better. I'm not so froggy.
I'm alive.
All right.
Yeah, that's about it. Yeah, I'm alive.
Glad
breathe better. So I've been sick. So yeah, could tell by the voice. I got that sultry Catherine Turner voice.
The
Kathleen Turner
voice.
Kathleen Turner voice.
Like that voice. Oh my God, kind of like that.
The 80s Kathleen Turner. I got to reference that.
Oh, that one. Okay.
That one.
That's
yeah.
what you're talking about. Okay.
Not now. No, not now.
All right.
Okay.
Did I hear another plunk?
I heard a plunk.
Yep, you heard another plunk. Plunk.
Give me a second. Oh, Jeebus Christ. Okay. I didn't realize our cousin was so much as not our cousin. So, okay. Let's do this right quick. How's it going, Al?
Oh, not too bad. How are you doing?
I am just drunk enough, I think, to go over this subject.
All right.
One of the reasons we're going over this person next is because they're one of the first incels that did not Minecraft themselves into non-existence.
Okay.
After they did what they did, and so we actually get to look inside of the mind of somebody who went this far, and that's why we're doing this. Just like we went over Taylor, she went crazy, insane, and did all these weird things.
Mm-hmm.
There was so much weird in-betweens and things and stuff that made up all of it, kind of like this person we're going over.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, I had to watch so much incel videos this morning. It was
no,
so dumb.
Slim, no.
I just wanted to make sure I remembered everything about.
Yeah.
We're gonna go over Elliot Rogers barely because he is the inspiration for this douche nozzle, and I think this dick cheese is still alive, and I'm still going to call him horrible names. And we're not saying allegedly because he already went to court, and I believe he's already been
was proven convicted.
Sentenced. Right? Yeah, convicted and sentenced. So we don't need to give a flying F. Hey, Hal, how are you doing?
Hey,
check out
how's it
them
going?
glasses, man. Cool.
All right.
Boy.
I'm just trying to read who's here because, like, I'm stopped. I'm stopped because I have the
So you
day
can
off
read the
of working
chat.
today.
I see a doggo.
Yeah, the dog's with
puppies.
me. My daughter's decided she wanted me to bring the dog and not come into the barn. So the dog is here with me in the back seat.
Oh, that's
and we're chilling out in the truck.
Puppers.
Yeah,
Hopefully
I'm not in my
it
work
doesn't-
truck. I'm not even working.
Hopefully, it doesn't understand English. Otherwise, it's going to be very upset listening.
Oh, yeah,
It may know some words, but I think
No, I
it'll
know,
be
I
What
know.
she
fine.
knows in English, she ignores anyway. So
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
All dogs care about is
I-
play and love me.
I definitely was joking on that for sure.
Yeah.
So let's get into. We'll do this one, and I don't know why your camera is sideways, Al, but it is for us.
Yeah.
Fuck. Okay. Is that better?
There we go. That's
I know,
better.
even though that's
Is that
flurf
better? Is
mode.
that
Flurf
less?
mode.
It's in
but
flurf
we're
mode,
good.
but
We're
we'll
okay.
tolerate it.
We'll go with it. Okay.
No, that's driving mode.
Yeah, that's true.
Let's keep
All right.
it. Let's call it that in his case. Can't-
What do you want me to put? Do you want me to put the other thing on so it's less ugly, or what?
No, you're fine. No, you're
Nobody
totes
said it
fine.
was ugly.
And
Okay.
we'll do this. Mango likes being on the bottom.
I do.
Everybody
She likes to tickle everybody. That's what it is.
Yeah. So everybody go and spend monies at the thingy bobbers at that place for today. If she gets monies, I do shots. Unfortunately, okay, tomorrow is probably when this is going to happen. I bought a new tattoo machine, a new tattooing pen.
Ooh,
I
okay.
have not opened it. I have not looked at it, but tomorrow, if we get a certain amount of money, I will tattoo myself live on stream. So come up with the thingy mabobber, and I will share that with the mangoes as well. And so we may be doing that as a thingy mabobber. Like if $100 gets thrown for some weird reason, which I don't think is ever going to happen, but then I will tattoo myself live on stream while we go over things. So we'll be talking about stuff, and I'll just be tattooing myself.
You're all yours.
Well, see, the great thing is about these pens, they don't make any noise.
Really?
They're electronic pens, and they make no noise.
So we don't know whether you're doing it or not. You'll just only when you're showing it.
Yeah, I have to. I'll be showing y'all, and you'll see the blood coming out, and then I'll wipe it away, and you'll see the lines, and you'll. So that's one of the things I'm thinking of in a minute doing. Anyways, let's say hello more to the side of my chats again. Send Mango $10, and I will do a shot, and she will get the monies. I have lots more blue left that I hate, and I have pinks. But
you need to make him drink the blue, people.
Yeah, make me drink the blue.
$20 for a blue?
Sure. Let's go with that. It's like drinking a toilet bowl cleaner. Is pretty much what it's like drinking.
Ooh.
Anyways, I don't know why I know. Don't ask me why I know what that tastes like. Anyways,
we won't ask.
Okay. Let's say hello to Ember. Hey, Ember, how are you doing?
Hi,
Good to
Ember.
see you again.
Ember.
Yeah.
Hello, Ember.
I don't know if we saw you in my thing, but we saw you somewhere else and somewhere. And anyways, you're familiar face again. And then I think we said hello to everybody else. If anybody else is not, we've not said hello to you and you want to say hi to us, let us know in the side of my chats. There's the super chats you can do. Anything that you write in the super chat that YouTube's lets you writes, then I will say it out loud. Any donations going to the mangoes or me, I will do shots. And if it's to me, it will be shared with the mangoes as well. And I think I owe her like $10 right now. So make it so that I can send her more than just that amount of money, stuff and things. Because anyways, let's blow on. Does everybody knows what an incel is, right?
Yes.
I really don't understand it, but I know it.
Okay, so I read this way too many times today, and I did not. But that's what happens when you do these things. So it actually was created and used by a female at first, a middle-aged 30 40-year-old female, and she was writing an article saying that she was one of these. Then it got adopted by the men in 4chan and some of these other forums as them being. So it's a male, and the we now will call incels the male version. There's femcells, and so give me a second, and we'll
Since when is 30 middle aged?
Actually, middle age is now like 50 now.
I'm middle
because
aged.
we
I'm
live
middle-aged.
to being 87. I think life expectancy is
kicking.
87, right? So
I
I
think in the
guess
80s,
what's half of 87? 42 and a half, 43 and a half,
43
something
and a
like
half.
that. So now that would be technically
Middle age is kind of a
middle
broad.
age.
Yeah, it's
Only
kind of
if
a
you got a
broad.
Bugatti though, and you got all these
Bugatti.
Porsches, and then you got all these ladies that are just gonna do whatever you want. That's when you know you're middle age. I'm just kidding. I'm sorry. I don't know why.
I think for a man, middle age is 30. So.
Well, that's when usually the a middle age crisis happens with men. Is in their mid 30s. So 30s, 5s is this.
That makes sense because in the mid 30s is when they peak sexually too. So that kind of makes sense.
Yeah, and that's usually when you get your first divorce and the kids don't want to talk to you anymore. And I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I'm way behind on all of this stuff, and I'm already halfway to 90, and then some.
Yeah, exactly. So it is.
Me too.
So it is males that
sorry for the banging,
have
guys.
not had sex, that want to have sex, but
I don't
believe
mind the
that
banging.
they believe that it's so. What there's Chads and Tracys or Stacys, right? And they're the top 10%, the tens of the world. And the incels believe that they can't get blah for no reason because of the Chads and the Stacys, because they want a Stacy, but
they're horrible people, so nobody wants them.
Most of the time, they're anti-women. So if they go on a date, they will put the women down enough to where the women leave, and then they blame it on society and not their own being a douche nozzle. Mango, did I put that out there properly?
Yeah, that sounds right to me.
Okay, so that's pretty much what an incel is. A femcel or a pick-me, they're both pretty much the same at this point, is a female that is trying so fucking hard to find a 10, a 6'2" tall male that is buff and has $1 million and blah 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 yakety schmackety.
I think that last one, the money, that's the most important thing.
That's the problem with the femcells, is they are just money hungry coons, and that's what they're going after. And they're like, I can't find a man. You're like, yeah, your standards are like insanely high. There's only like 5 of those dudes in the world, you weird cunt. What are you talking about? How do you think you're gonna get the top fucking 0% of fucking society? Like, no, that's not gonna happen. So anyways, everybody go to, let me double check his channel because I can't read it from here, but everybody go to Dire Trip, DIRE Trip channel, and he's going to give us the intro to this incel's past that I could not have found or dug far enough to find. I'm going to get past his where he's talking about who he's sponsored by, because we don't really need to hear his intro per se. Just remember, this is a fucking weird, crazy incel dude.
Really fun to say, but it's also got a nice nostalgic feel to it as well. It's
Minassian, who, although he
Okay,
had a
here
lot
we
of
go.
issues socializing and got a bit angry from time to time, had no criminal record whatsoever. Let's start back at the beginning, before Alek was even born.
Because I didn't have any of this information, and I forgot. I remembered. I remembered I watched this, and then I was like, yeah, I don't know how to present this better. So thank you for putting this out, and everybody go show him love and go to this at least video and give it a like.
Alek's father was a man named Vahe from Armenia. He moved out to Canada and started working as a software developer. His mother, Sona, was from Iran and
Oh, that's all you got to say. His father's from Armenia. Case closed. I'm just kidding. I'm so kidding.
worked in IT herself. The two hit it off and got married, moving out to Toronto in the early 90s. The two bought a nice...
Oh, he's partially Canadian. Case closed. That's what's wrong with him. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding again.
House in the Richmond Hill area together. By all accounts, they were doing very well for themselves. The couple had 2 sons. One of these sons was Alek, who was born back in 1992. Alek, although having a nice, cushy upbringing in the suburbs, wasn't doing too well on the inside. When Alek was old enough, he started attending an elementary school in his area just as any other kid would. Alek, though, was an angry child who always required a lot more parenting than his older sibling. Once he got into school, he was placed into a special education class. Despite being mostly well-meaning and even volunteering to help other kids with special needs himself, Alex wasn't spoken of too highly by his classmates. Alek had a lot of issues growing up. He had numerous tics which seemed to change.
This is the main thing that I want us to see, and we're only going to watch the beginning of this while he's telling his history, and then we're going to go and delve into the meat and potatoes of it on our own and on other channels and stuff. But this is stuff that is very, very important. We're not down putting anybody who has
tics or whatever,
mental disorders or whatever stuff and things with their brains and or bodies, right? But this partially shows us maybe why some of this kind of happened, and there were a lot of signs before that maybe now we need to start looking into for other people to get them more mental health care, because I think if he was just cared for a lot, he had not more supervision, but was able to be guided or to have a place to talk to people and or another place for him to express himself, maybe it would be a little different.
Change over time. Sometimes he would spit on himself, sometimes he would make animal sounds, and sometimes he would repeat the same muttered phrases over and over again under his breath, such as one phrase.
That is something of certain things that we now know in certain disorders. Back then, they didn't understand the concept of autism or a handful of other things, right? So unfortunately, he just didn't get the care that he needed.
That would prove to provide a little bit of foreshadowing. I'm afraid of girls. At some point during his childhood, he was diagnosed with Asperger's syndrome. Things didn't really improve much for Alek when he moved on to middle.
But back then, they didn't know what to do with Asperger's, and even now, there's not a lot of information that people know about it or like what to do about it exactly, kind of like still with other disorders.
Still in high school, his classmates described him as being not very social, but ultimately harmless. Alek was put into a special class for students on the autism spectrum.
An official diagnosis anymore.
Not anymore, no.
Oh, we're not doing that no more? Okay, okay.
Asperger's is
autism.
Yeah, it's
now it's
autism now.
Autism spectrum disorder.
Okay, it's a spectrum. Okay. Thank you for saying that. But that's what I was getting at as well.
No, that's all right.
Back then,
they've learned so much more about it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And that's what I was trying to get at. And so thank you for saying it like that, because back then they didn't know what the fuck they were talking about. They didn't know what to do. When so like probably 1994 is when this happened. Maybe 95, and doesn't matter. Those the mid 90s, let's put it that way. They knew that I was crazy, or they knew that I was not normal, let's put it that way. And they had me go through all kinds of tests, and I tested different than most other kids. I wasn't dumb. I was actually pretty smart. The problem is I couldn't do certain things in certain ways, right? So if you would ask me questions, I could fucking I could answer all of it, right? I couldn't write them down though. If you had it all written down, my brain didn't work that way. But if you asked me the same question, I knew the answer. And so they were like, you obviously are fucking mental some way, shape, or form. But they didn't actually know what ADHD was, and they were barely getting a grip on dyslexia. So I had a combination of the two that caused me to, reading it, my brain didn't read the sentence properly. If somebody told me it or I saw it being represented, then I understood it and I could give you the answer to it, right? So at a young age, they were like, you're fucking smart, but crazy. We don't know what to do about it, but you're fucking mental. And they tried to give me the Adderall and the thingamabobbers, and my parents said they didn't want me on drugs, is pretty much what they said. And so they put me into therapy. So I've been in counseling. I've been in counseling my whole entire life because when I got molested in Christian school, I went into counseling immediately that the government put me under after he went to jail. And then ever since then, I had been in counseling all of my life. And until years ago, I stopped going to counseling a long time ago, and I probably should be going, but you all are my counseling now. But anyways, we'll talk about that later. So, hey, Mr. Fear. So that's the thingamabobber is this dude was, they knew something was wrong. They miss and it just says it right on the screen. Into a special class for students on the autism spectrum. So yes, that's what was. The problem is at the time when this was happening, they didn't have an understanding of what that was completely. And we still do not have an understanding of what the spectrum really is, or completely not enough about it. Okay, let's just put it that way. Because we do understand certain types of it, and Mango and a handful of other of us have gone through being around people that are on it in different forms, and you can kind of understand it if you're dealing with somebody, or not dealing, but living with somebody, or that somebody in your life that is going through that part. But it's so still open, it's crazy. So let's keep blowing on. And that, again, once again, that I think, like we just said, is part of it. Is he was in the autism spectrum, but let's just keep blowing on.
Once he got into high school, he was, unfortunately, very often bullied. This bullying took a toll on Alek, which it tends to do. After a while, he stopped going out entirely unless it was absolutely necessary. He started living most of his life out on the internet and got more into gaming over time, with Halo being a big obsession of his. Getting more active on...
Oh, it's all Halo's fault.
It's all Halo's fault. That's it. Video games.
Yep, it's video games. Let's all protest Halo, because
boycott the internet.
Hello. Hello. Bye-lo.
Hello.
Okay, let's keep blowing on.
Online, Alek ultimately came to fall down a rabbit hole that a lot of young men with similar problems were falling into at the time, the red pill / incel rabbit hole.
Oh, I thought it was the pregnancy porn. Never mind. Sorry, that was something different.
Different things, Slim.
Never mind. That's what I fell into, and not. No,
right.
I was trying to think of the most.
You had an abnormal upbringing.
Well, I'm into some really weird stuff. If you can't tell.
Yep, that's right.
Jesus Christ. Okay, anyways, let's keep going on.
Explained what incels are on this channel many times before, so I'll try to keep it brief. Incel stands for involuntary celibate, meaning that they can't get women even if they try. This tends to lead them to becoming more and more hateful over time, especially towards women and toward the...
Yes, but no. It's not that they can't get them even though they try. It's that they scare them off while trying, and like literally
they're just shit.
Well, exactly, and literally, like, I'm not saying to do this, and we're not promoting this as anything positive, but if you literally hang out at a bar until closing and you buy let's just put it this way, let's just put it this way. This is a hypothetical situation. The ugliest girl at the bar that's sitting by herself with no friends, a couple of drinks, and she lasts till the end of the night, she'll probably go home with you.
Yeah,
Just
there's
keep
something
your
to be
mouth
said
shut.
for the end of night closing, and you don't care,
Just keep
right?
your mouth shut. Don't mention how you have never been laid. Don't mention how you're a virgin. Don't mention how they should be paying for something or something and something and something, or that they need to respect you for being a man or something. Dude, just keep your mouth shut. Take her home, and you'll get laid, homie. Like, that's son of a bee sting.
Yeah.
I mean, there are ways to get laid, even if you are like, I have seen people that have hook hands and one eye and a peg leg that have gone home with people at the end of the night. Like, it's your attitude, not what you look like.
Correct.
Like, that's the thing that they're hung up on in this thingy, just like what Andrew Tate is doing, and and the other douche nozzles, Tim Pool, fucking the lackey for fucking what's his name. They're just telling you that you need to be these things, that doesn't really matter. I mean, if you look, there are couples that are like 500-pound couples, two people that are 500 pounds each, and they're somehow together. You could find anybody who's into anything that you're into. Like, there's not just people that are, but they want
There's
tens.
people that aren't shallow.
Yeah, but the problem
They
is
aren't looking
they
at
want
appearances only. Yeah,
but that's the problem with the incels. Is
it's all about appearance. Yeah.
Well, and they want a woman that
will bow
appearance
down.
and submissiveness.
Is one of
Appearance
their
and
slaves.
submissiveness. Yes.
Hey, Tubian. Yeah, no, they totally want a woman that's going to be barefoot, pregnant, in the kitchen, making food and washing the dishes. And if she gets out of line, then she gets a black eye,
Right.
Like, that's what they want. It's like, no, that's not how the world works, you fucking weirdos.
Yeah.
I actually met an incel on a dating site I'm on.
Didn't you tell us or say something very, very briefly on this? So go ahead and let us know about what was going on with that.
So basically, they reached out to me, and it was I didn't notice the message straight away. Within like an hour, I get a message again, having a go at me, calling me all manner of things under the sun. And because before on my old profile, I said like, oh yeah, I'll reply to anyone, because the site was a bit quieter then.
Sure.
And so I was like, yeah, I'm only looking for friendship. I don't mind talking to anyone. It's all good. And he must have stalked my old profile and my new one to know that, and then laid into me for something that wasn't on my profile anymore. And like absolutely went feral. Like, he's not had a relationship in like 10 years apparently, and he had well and truly drank the Andrew Tate Kool-Aid. Ironically, that got left. He messaged, I blocked him. He had a go at me for messaging him and then blocking him, and created a whole new profile to have a go at me. And he messaged me again like a few months ago and was apologizing, and I'm like, oh no, that's fine, whatever. And I said, yeah, I'm sorry, because I wasn't exactly nice either. I went, after he had to go at me, I went in on him, and said like he was trying to carry out talking with me. I'm like, no, I'm sorry, no, I don't think that's a good idea. We are really not aligned, sort of thing. And basically, I said, I don't think we're aligned, right? Well, I think Andrew Tate's just a con artist. And that kicked him off again. And he's like, Andrew Tate's a top G. And he's like, no one's going to want you. I've seen you on this site for years. And it's like, yeah, I've been on the alternate site that's not just dating for a decade, because you go on there to talk to people for friendship, for hookups. like dates, to go to gigs with people. Like it's not just a dating site.
Right.
And also, I tend to have a habit of not deleting my profile. So for the majority of those years, I've not actually been on it. It's just my profile sitting there inactive.
Yeah, exactly.
And
exactly.
It's like, oh my God.
Yeah.
I'm not even anti-men's rights. I just think Andrew Tate is a scam artist manipulating the actual issues of men's rights in this day and age.
He's the problem.
He's making money off of teenagers pretty much.
Yep.
So anyways, Mr. Fear says, sorry, Vila. I guess that was him. No, I'm just kidding.
And Al, you've got it right. Sounds like a git. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Exactly. No,
it didn't actually affect me that much with the things they said anyway, because it's like, what are you going to say that either one, I don't already know, two, I've not said to myself, or three, I've not had said to me by a better person than you are.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
What are you going to say? None of it's going to affect me because it's also from you. Your words mean nothing to me.
Yep.
Yeah, but also like that is you. But like not everybody can.
Not everybody's that way. But if
I know.
If you do that, you take all the wind out of their sails. There's nothing they can do.
Hey, Phil.
Hey, boy!
Hey, Phil. Hey, Shabisky.
Hey, Phil, sweetie.
Hey, Shabisky.
Poop and pee.
Poop and pee
is what they say. All right. So what we're gonna do right now is we're gonna go through. It sounds like there's a washing machine on, but anyways, we're gonna.
I sound like a washing machine. I just switched to a different. I just switched to a better mic.
Yeah, so we can hear you breathe much better.
Oh, is that what it is? Just okay.
He's doing his Darth Vader impression.
Well, I changed some settings, so I think we should be okay.
I can look at my audio settings. It's supposed to get rid of echo. Okay.
I did that already.
Okay.
Anyways, let's keep blowing on with this part of it, and then we'll get into what he did, and then his interview.
That he try and join the army. It seems he took a liking to this idea over time, deciding for himself to take the plunge in 2017. Shortly before he was about to graduate school, he instead dropped out and went for the Canadian Armed Forces. Upon joining, he was given the ID number of C23249161.
Oh, that's why he failed. He went to the Canadian Army. No, I'm just kidding.
To put it simply, Alek did not do well in the military. In fact, he failed in pretty much any area that you could fail. He couldn't complete the most basic drills, he was pretty absent-minded most of the time, and he really struggled to keep with the strict schedule that was given to him. Given the amount of effort and hand-holding it took just to get him to meet the basics, his superiors just felt that it wasn't worth keeping him around. On top of all that, Alek caught strep throat pretty early on and ended up spending the rest of his short stint in the military in bed. Ultimately, spending only 2 short months in the military, Alek requested voluntary release after 16 days of recruit training. He was released, with senior military officials saying that, although he wasn't acclimating to military life, nothing he ever did raised any red flags to them. Alek was left with no choice but to move back in with his parents and go.
He was just a fucking Nepo baby, is really what it was.
Oh my God. That house looks so British.
And it's probably, it may not be their house. It may be stock. I don't know. But again, he's such a Nepo baby that he couldn't get through the army because he's like, I don't want to wake up. Oh my God. And I don't want to.
You tell me I have to do this and that.
Like,
no.
The whole,
I want to do 20 push-ups.
Women, I'm the best that women will ever get, but I don't want to do anything.
My dad gave my brother good advice when he went in the Air Force. He said, never volunteer for anything. Because once you volunteer, they're going to have you volunteer over and over and over.
That's how I ended up in gay porn.
Okay.
I just, I was like, yeah, I'll do porn once. And they're like, all right. And after that, they're just like,
can you do it again for us? Mm-hmm.
Now there's 10 dudes that are going to bend you over. And you're like, God damn it. Son of a beast.
Yeah, like you said, God damn it. You were like,
yeah. Hey, shh. Don't tell them how excited I was to find that out. Anyways, let's keep going.
No wonder you're such a volunteerist. I get it now. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a volunteerist exhibitionist.
There you go.
Anyways, we'll talk about that later. Mingo, write that down. Let's keep flowing on with this, and then we're gonna get into more of what actually happened, and then his insane interview, and that's mainly the things that we're gonna be doing on this channel for the murder mysteries, even though it's not a murder mystery. I just like that name. It is gonna be people that give us insane interviews with all the evidence that definitely proves that these motherfuckers are guilty, and that's what we're going to be doing. And I'm going to try to not do things with children involved, but every once in a blue moon, I'm sure we're going to have
It's going to happen. Yeah, unfortunately.
I'm trying not to, but we'll talk about that when we get there.
Right.
Go back to college to finish his final semester. He tried to make friends there, but never really did succeed. He had a bad habit of interrupting people to talk about himself and failed to listen whenever they would try to converse.
So, yesterday I did a thing and stuff. Never mind.
I knew you were gonna do that.
Now I know why I can't get laid anymore. I keep talking about myself. Son of a bitch. I just fucking got called out on a fucking stream.
Yeah, but that's why you're an incel.
Yeah, except for all the times I've had sex. It's just been a dry spell. So I'm a dry spell incel, right? Never mind.
About anything on their end. He became a frequent user of R9K on 4chan, their own incel forum, among other incel forums, such as the infamous subreddits that have long since been banned. He more and more rooted his identity in inceldom as his anger and hatred towards the world, society, and mainly women grew. He went from being socially awkward to downright confrontational over time. He would snap more and more at his classmates as they attempted to talk to him, leading to him getting into a fight in one of his classes. Fed up with school and society in general by this point, Alek left one final message on Facebook for his classmates as soon as he completed his last class that he needed to graduate. Finally finished college.
There we go.
Fuck you all and good riddance. On April 23rd of 2017, Alek went out to a van rental service called Ride.
Okay, so this is where I'm going to we're going to start from another place. In case you don't know who Elliot Rogers is, he is the one who inspired most of these incels to do these things. So we're going to go over a fast-paced version of his manifesto, or what he said leading up to what happened, what he did, and we're going to go over that very, very fast. We'll go over that in another episode, but I just want you all to understand why, where his headspace was from this. Let's put it that way.
My Twisted World. Elliot Roger, the 27-year-old
So here we
suspected
go.
of killing 7 people and injuring 13 others before dying himself, possibly of a self-inflicted gunshot wound, tells his story of a life of starvation and yearning in this 140-page document. It chronicles how the more lonely
140 pages. That's why we're not going over his manifesto right now, because it'll take a gazillion years. So we're going to go over the basis of this. Then one of these days we'll go over all the insanity of this motherfucker.
only I felt, the more angry I became, leading him to settle on a plan for a day of retribution. The details of the life story he published online are unverified, and it's not clear what of what he wrote is true or fantasy. Mr. Roger was born in London on July 24th, 1991, to Hollywood director Peter Roger and Lee Chin, who, when he turns 5 years old, relocate to Los Angeles. He describes his early years as one of the best periods. Life was fair and life was satisfying. At age 7, his parents divorce. His 9th year, he himself sees the seeds of his despair being planted, writing The Time.
So once again, this is Elliot Rogers, not the person we were talking about. This is just the inspiration of why the incel we were talking about earlier got his ideals from.
A fair play was at its end. He's the shortest child in his class and feels different from the cool kids who seem to be more admirable than everyone else. In an effort to be cool himself, he says he gets a skateboard. As a 6th grader, he attends the school dance, and some of the 7th and 8th grade girls offer to dance with him. All of the pretty girls had a peculiar habit of hugging boys they knew as a form of greeting, and some of them hugged me. I didn't understand why, but it felt like the best thing ever. But he says he's already been labeled as a quiet kid. It's 2002. He joins AOL chat rooms, which he says temporarily filled the social void. But at school, an incident happened that would scar me for life. He accidentally bumps a pretty girl. She cursed at me and pushed me, embarrassing me in front of my friends. It made him feel like an insignificant, unworthy little mouse. At age 12, he writes, he sees a pornographic video online for the first time. Finding out about sex is one of the things that truly destroyed my entire life, but I would never...
him seeing sex for the first time is what ruined his life. It's insane to think about.
Get it? Not getting any sex is what will shape the very foundation of my miserable youth. He acknowledges his world is growing darker. He writes that he starts to act weird and annoying to people just to gain attention, and experiences more painful rejection. Being teased and ridiculed by a girl I had a crush on wounded me deeply. He says he didn't want to give any thought to it. That's why I immersed myself entirely into my online games like World of Warcraft. I felt safe there. At 14, he writes that he enters a Catholic all-boys school. He says he's bullied and called faggot. They threw food at me during lunchtime and after school. It enraged me, but I was too scared to do anything about it. At the same time, he's going through puberty. This was the start of hell for me. Going through puberty utterly doomed my existence. It condemned me to live a life of suffering and unfulfilled desires. He writes that his parents transfer him to a different school, where he recalls making this observation: the most meanest and depraved of men come out on top, and women.
Okay, so
so he's going through pretty much what everybody goes through when they're that age.
Everybody goes through.
He's just not handling it very well.
No,
basically all the difference.
He just lost his shit. Is pretty much what just happened. Yeah, that's exactly what happens.
Did he even have
You
his
get
shit?
called. You get called gay. People call you this, that, and this, that, and this, and that. So I mean,
Harry, refresh.
Yeah, just refresh.
It's working. Refresh.
Yeah, even I have a solid connection, I think. Yeah, well, this is typical stuff kids go
Bye,
through.
Amber.
This guy needs like therapy.
Yeah.
He doesn't need it anymore.
No. At that time, though, he really needed therapy.
He did.
Yeah.
Somebody should have been on top of that, like giving him some real guidance of some sort.
I think Elliot Rogers' family did get him therapy, didn't they?
At one point in time, he was going through some, but then once he's 26 years old now, he just bowed out of it pretty much.
This is the guy that wrote the manifesto that the other guy was following?
Yeah,
Is
Elliot
that right?
Rogers is
Okay.
the guy that wrote the manifesto. The guy that rented the van is not the manifesto guy.
The first guy they started with is like a follower of our copy.
Yeah, and then Elliot Rogers was the person who caused a lot of these people to do it. Well, almost. There was an original incel that I watched today that we'll delve into in another time, but fucking shit, I can't go more into that right now. I watched way too much incel stuff today.
I mean, Slim, how far back do you think incels go? They were probably something else before they were incels, right?
They said the 1990s is when the first people that were doing these things were doing these things. I don't remember when. Mango, will you do us a favor, or somebody, will you do us a favor and find out when the first mention of incel was? And it was in a writing from a female talking about how she couldn't find a partner, but then it somehow got turned into males for some reason.
Right. What I'm getting at is the incel behavior before it was actually incel. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know. I think it's
probably been a long time that this is happening.
No, obviously it's probably been happening since like the 1960s or 70s.
Now it's
the first time it was coined was by a queer Canadian female student known as Alana around 1993 to 1997, and it was spelled INV cell.
Yeah.
Okay.
Harry, I just said that.
So, there we go, and that's exactly what I was.
There's been men with the same type of behavior forever. Is what I'm saying.
They say it was apparently by a queer Canadian female.
That's what I said.
That's what.
Yeah.
That's literally what I said.
It's okay.
Also, I only heard you say the 1993 to 1997 bit. Sorry.
No, it's okay. So we're all on the same page, and that's pretty much what I.
They're probably all on the same webpage.
We all figured it out exactly.
We know.
So anyways, it was a female that actually coined it first, but then the men in the certain, it was 4chan pretty much.
4chan, I think, isn't it no 4chan anymore?
No, it's like 4chan, 8chan, 9chan, 12chan, 11teen.
But 4chan was the one that started a lot of this crap.
Yeah,
a lot of crap going on right now. Yeah.
So it was one of the chans, and or it has been progressed in the chans, which one, 4, 8, 12, 69. I don't even know, 420 chan. And is that what it is now? Is that what the kids are calling it? Anyways, no. But that's when people in those websites began using it and promoting it as, like we just said, men that are trying to get laid their hardest. They're trying so fucking hard. They're trying so hard that they can't get laid, and that's the problem. You need to go drink a couple drinks at the bar, go chill, and just fucking start talking to people, and eventually you're going to get laid. And if you can't, like, again, it's... So when I was watching the first Incel fucking murder bulk, whatever it's called, I'm not even going to it, he kept, like, writing and making recordings like, it can't be me, or I'm not the weird one. It's, why is everybody not liking me? Blah blah. It's like, if you ask those questions, you are the weird one. Like, I know I'm fucking weird. Like, I can't, I can't walk around and be like, why don't people like me? I'm this modified. Not everybody wants to have sex with somebody who looks like me. I have to understand that concept. I can't just walk around and be like, I'm not getting laid because
that's for everybody. Like, not everybody wants to be with somebody that looks like me.
No, exactly.
Yeah. Probably not everybody wants to be with somebody that looks like Mango.
Everybody has their preferences, right?
Like,
yeah.
And they're beautiful women, but
not
everybody's into that.
Yeah. I'm not into a gold digger or whatever. But that's what these people need to realize. And I'm hoping that maybe somebody who's watching this will help. We're hoping. There's somebody for everybody, but you have to go find that person. You need to go in those, like, I'm not gonna the meetup websites, I think, are a good thing. The communal meetup things are a great way to go meet people. Like, if you go to FetLife and you look up fetish meetups, communal things, you can go do that. If you look up when in your county, in your state, and other things, there are community message boards where it's like, we're having a wine and cheese meetup for singles. And then you can go in front of lots of people and find, things like that. There's bike riding, there's hiking, there's all kinds of different activities that you can do with lots of other singles to get you involved with other people. That's what you need to do, is go and try to get around people that are like-minded.
Mm-hmm.
What this dude is going to talk about is going to, like, the gym and women not wanting to have sex with him. People don't go to the gym to fuck, you dumb cunt.
And not to mention,
or meet people.
He was in LA. LA has a very high standard.
Yeah, and
in a lot of ways.
And he's not bad looking.
No,
if he wasn't a douche. That's what's the problem with most of these people. Like Elliot, whatever his douche nozzle name is, wasn't bad looking. He had a lot of money. He had a great car. He had a lot of opportunities. He had a lot of expendable income, for sure.
With his parents, he probably had a lot of connections in Hollywood.
Everything. Yeah, no, he could have done probably anything he wanted. He probably could have been a movie star, a TV star.
His dad was a director.
He could have. Yeah, he could have worked in porn. He could have done anything he wanted, but because he was so obsessed, just like with Pearly things, she's never had a relationship. She's never been in any kind of thing, but she and had a kid. She's never been married. She's never been divorced, but she'll all day long talk about how she knows what women want in a relationship and how you need to treat them, or how that they can't vote. They shouldn't be able to vote. Bitch, you've never fucking done anything in society that's worth fucking anything. How can you tell anybody what they should fucking be doing to improve their fucking lives, you dumb cunt? You're just a fucking pick-me, and you just want fucking a 10 that you're never going to get because the major reason she's never going to get what she wants is because she thinks she's a redhead 36-year-old that cannot be worth anything because she's not a 16-year-old virgin anymore. And
I
that's
was
what
about
she
to
keeps
say,
spouting.
don't forget the fact that she's not a virgin anymore.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, she's like, I'm not a 16-year-old virgin and I'm a redhead. Oh my God, who wants me? Ah! And you're like, stop victim blaming, bitch. You literally could get anything you wanted if you just understood your worth. And if you were to be going by what you're saying, you wouldn't even have a podcast. You wouldn't even be talking. You would be fucking barefoot in the kitchen, pregnant, blah, blah, yakety schmackety, like you said.
Yeah.
And well, what you would still somehow figure out how to be a part of the part that you say that you're not involved in. And guess what? If we look into her record, I bet you she's voted fucking every fucking year too. So, oh, you don't think women should vote, but then all of a sudden you're fucking voting? Like, what the fuck is this bullshit? Okay,
Yeah,
anyways.
her history to say why all that shit always so flawed. So very flawed.
Yeah, I mean, and she's not an ugly person, or like being a redhead doesn't matter at all.
Oh no, I
So
love redheads.
it's like
Yeah.
it's your fucking attitude that is making it so nobody wants to actually like really have a relationship with you. That's mainly your fucking hang up, which was with all these people. And I know it's part of my problem too. I'm a dickhead every once in a while, and I understand. And I've done certain things in my body to make myself not what most of the population wants to look at. So I get it.
I will say I watched the weirdest episode about her where they talked to her friend.
Mm-hmm.
And
20 years
apparently she's very
as a
lightly
kid?
autistic.
Yeah.
Because she's literally tried to make a science out of dating, like trying to look up the perfect algorithm of how to be the perfect partner to find the perfect man and all this stuff.
Her friend of 20 years since they were teenagers, I believe is the one you're referencing, was like, she would talk to me and she'd be like, I was up till 3 a.m. researching relationships. It's like, that's not how the world works, bitch. Like stop focusing and in on it, and then maybe you'll find somebody. And or because you're researching it so much, your standards are so high, you're never going to find anybody because there's only like one person in the world that fits that mold
Also,
that you're
it's
thinking
literally
of.
like there's a philosophical thing. Can't remember what it's called. It's something's eyes. And it's a case of there's a woman who's lived in a box her whole life, in black and white, right? She's never seen color, yet she is the foremost knowledge on the concept of color and how our eyes perceive color and everything, right?
Yeah.
She has infinite knowledge on color and perception of color. If she goes out of her box into the world with color, has she truly learned anything different? Like, is experiencing color and seeing it any different to the paper knowledge?
Yeah.
This is the debate she's in. Learning all about relationships and the science of relationships, and on paper, what's a good relationship thing, or actual experience in the real world.
Yeah, you can read about how a cock feels down your throat or up your butt, but it's not until you feel it that you actually experience it, right? Anyways, so I'm going to begin this, and trigger warning, just like it says on this, there's disturbing images that are going to happen. I'm going to grab a beer, which is just to the left of me in my mini refrigerator. So it'll take me just seconds. I'll come back and then we will talk about this. I don't know if they show the arrest. We'll go over that. And then we're going to go over him being interviewed, and we're going to go over clips of it because, like, I think it's originally it is 2 hours and 47 minutes long. So if they don't go over everything, we may go over some of these, but I found these clips, so we should be able to go through the clips a lot faster. So anyways, let's blow on with this, and then we'll delve further into the insanity of. Just wait till you listen to what he says. It's fucking insane. That's just like what I was saying about fucking going over Taylor's business. I need to. Oh, I probably should do that before I stand up. Oh, and I'm Mango. Okay, there we go.
There is no audio, so it's supposed to be.
I mean, it looks like CCTV footage, so.
Yeah, but it could be. I was expecting
But
somebody.
they're highlighting stuff.
This is so weird because I know this neighborhood really well.
Can you imagine watching a fucking van drive down a street, especially if you know that area? Watching this,
Yeah, no, this is messed up.
Yeah,
this is messed up because I used to work in this area a long time ago. Oh man.
So he's just driving on the fucking sidewalk.
Yeah, the news this day was super effed up.
And he literally was just trying to mow people down.
Yep.
Wow.
Actually, he was trying to hit women. That's really what.
Yeah, he ended up hitting a lot of people, but yeah.
So if you look, we're not going to go over this again and again, but if you look, anytime there was a male, he was trying to not hit them, and if it was a female, he tried to hit them. It's not exactly that clear, but like I noticed there's a couple times where he was just like, yeah, fuck you, dude, like you're dude, whatever.
Yeah, this guy's such a fucking tool.
Just wait till we hear the interview. And then he just drove through.
Oh, yeah.
And then on the sidewalk again. And then this is when the cops finally. And then I'm not going to ruin it, but we'll talk about what happens next.
Okay, who's in good pursuit and where exactly are you? Hands up! Hands up! Hands out! Hands out! Hold up! Shout out! Hands out! Hands out! Hands out! Okay. This is like a beat drop though, Shepherd. Hands out! Anybody down in that area that can give me an update? Hands out! Hands out! Hands out!
Okay, so what happened
he wasn't
there?
hoping to get suicided by cop.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. He was trying to get Minecraft by cops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pussy. You're going to put that trauma on a fucking cop because you can't do it yourself.
Well, unfortunately,
Pussy
that's one of the problems with these incels, peoples that actually go through this, is they don't give a flying F about anybody else going on. So let's do this right quick. We're going to show this from a different angle.
That's what that video did.
So here's it from the cop car.
Yeah, I'm heading over to 32. Help them out.
Hold on. Let's go to here. So this is from the dash cam. Just watch what he does. Besides what we just saw him putting it up, putting it back down, putting it back up, this is the part where he just walks up to the police officer with it's his wallet. We're not gonna fake it. He just pulled his wallet out. He's not smart enough to have a fucking fake gun or a real gun because that's how he would have been killed by this.
If he only had a toy gun, which probably most guys would have available somewhere.
But once again, I'm glad that he didn't, because then we get to have this insane interview after this. So just keep watching.
Yeah, I'm heading over to 32 to help them out where they want them.
Okay, so that's when he gets arrested, and let's go to this first, and then we'll go more in depth of his interview. But just listen to this insanity.
But let's go to another breaking story overnight. A major development in a story that may well be difficult for you this morning because of its.
Chili was in the background yelling, "I'm a whatever scholar.
I'm a constitutional law scholar."
Yeah. That's what he was saying.
He's just exercising his First Amendment right to travel.
Claim the Fifth.
Remember, you can't arrest a sovereign citizen because they're
they don't give consent.
Citizen of the land or whatever the fuck it's called.
Free man of the land or something like that.
Yeah. That's what I don't fucking
man of the land under one of the 12 lords of the Magna Carta.
Chili's.
That's what I don't understand.
The hell is that shit supposed to be?
And claiming don't speak to the police.
Dude.
He's getting that and Miranda rights screwed up. He thinks if you claim the Fifth, the police should not be able to talk to you anymore. That's
dude.
No, you just don't have to. You don't have to
without
talk
your
back.
lawyer, right? The Miranda
If
rights.
you've
Have a lawyer. Yeah.
If you've
You
never
never
read
have
the
to reply.
If you've never read the Black's dictionary, then Black's Law Dictionary, then you don't know what the real American government was founded on, even though that's been outdated for a gazillion of years, and that does have nothing to do with anything we do anymore. But anyways, once again, so if you're a sovereign citizen,
but it's just the legal words you don't. Therefore, it's law. It's like no.
Yeah, and we have amendments to amendments. Just because we have the Constitution, you have amendments in those. Then we also have states' rights and blah, 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 yakety schmackety, you dumb cunts. Like, obviously, if there was a loophole for nobody to get insurance or have registration or get a driver's license, everybody would be doing it, you fucking idiots.
Well,
They
so
made
it's
laws.
everyone would be doing it, and thus that loophole would be closed. It's why I laugh at the
Well, that's why they
First Amendment auditors, because they keep doing this bullshit, and all they're going to do is make
tighten those
laws be
holes.
passed to specifically stop them being able to do the shit they're doing.
Yeah, exactly. That's why if you have to look at modern or the most current policies, laws, and regulations, because that tells you the loopholes got fucking closed, because that's what a government does. Why would a government make it so that their citizens could not pay taxes, would not get fined, and could rape, steal, kill, murder, have sex with animals or whatever? Why would they keep that out there? No, that's why we change laws, and that's what the Supreme Court is for, and all these other things, right? That's why there's things of the stuffs and the things, because there is the laws of the stuffs, right?
One of the stuffs and things you need to do, Slim, is drink.
Oh, awesome! I'm glad for that. But right, Mango, you have updated laws with updated policies, with updated versions of things, and you have to look at the currentest version of a thing in the county, state, the country you're in to understand.
You have to, like, when people make certain, whenever people get charged with a crime, okay, like more often than not, they are charged 1 year, but they don't actually go to court or anything until like a couple years later because of the time that it takes for everything to go through. But when you're like looking into those charges, when you're looking into everything, you have to know that every couple years, those laws change, those statutes change, the guidelines change. So you can't look at 1 year's laws and try and talk about a completely different year because they don't line up. They're not going to match up.
And the most funniest thing that I die laughing about and busting a gut about is people from other countries that try to use the American sovereign citizen law.
Oh yeah, you got a couple of Irish people,
Australia and shit.
Aussies
and Aussies
and Irish people. I think I've seen.
Well, welcome.
That's
welcome,
that's
Billy
next level.
Boy.
Well,
Everybody
we have
say
the whole
hello
thing
to.
with Magna Carta and the Doomsday books, right?
Don't even talk about the Magna Cartas. No, I'm just kidding. Everybody, really quick, say hello to Billy Boy Blue. I'm glad that you found us. Hopefully, we're very entertaining to you. I know that this on the screen is not very entertaining until I do this. But keep going. What were we talking about? I don't even remember.
But yeah, like the ones in the UK, it's like under the Magna Carta, they are a subject of one of the 12 lords of the land, which there aren't. The majority of those lords aren't even alive today anymore.
True.
And I don't mean like obviously the ones they mentioned. I mean they're like fucking ancestors. But yeah, and it's a bullshit thing. And then by saying they're a subject of one of the 12 lords of the land, they're literally saying that they're a serf, indentured servant. So they're literally, by saying that, I'm not a slave of the government, I'm a slave of this one person.
Yeah.
I mean, if I'm going to be a slave of any one person, it's going to be... Never mind. Sorry. We'll talk about that later. Man, go write that down. Anyways, let's keep blowing on with this. So here is the beginning, and this is the blatant version of him talking about being an incel, but then we have a handful of other video, at least one other video for sure, about what he's talking about this. Because once again, it's a 2-hour thing. And if you all want us to go through the 2-hour thing, it probably won't happen tonight. But if everybody wants us to go through the 2-hour thing, we'll fucking totally go through it because it's fucking insane. Just like with... And I almost want to go over the full thing about Taylor Shabusiness. The only problem is I get way too hot. Now I'm like, God damn it. I can't say that.
I know you really want to stick it in her. We know. We're aware.
I know. I love crazy, obviously. But never mind. Let's keep flowing on.
Shabusiness. You can't do Shabusiness again after this, dude. This is,
give her some
you can't do two.
Lovin', basically.
You can't. I know, but you can't do two absolutely batshit crazy people in one stream. What's wrong?
Yeah, exactly.
But the two of these people, they deserve each other.
Yeah.
This is the dating program we need.
That's exactly the dating program we need. Is psycho crazy bitches that fuck incels and murder them.
Like a great TV show.
Yeah, we're gonna make a TV show out of it.
They are gonna make that.
Incels being murdered by psycho bitches in prison. That'd be amazing.
Who's gonna play Shabusiness in the made-for-TV movie?
Oh,
hold on. I'm gonna
McCarthy almost.
I'm gonna write up a proposal.
Jenny McCarthy?
Melissa McCarthy.
Oh, Melissa McCarthy.
Okay.
No, I'm gonna write she's too normal. Jenny McCarthy's more insane.
I'm totally gonna write up a proposal for Fox to see if they'll do this, or we can just
Fox movies.
Well, no,
Fox
the industry. Yeah, the network, which would be TV, because it's not news.
Media LLC.
Yeah, that one.
TV channel. It runs Fox News, Fox Sports, and it runs Tubi.
All of them.
You can
Yeah,
get a
yeah,
Tubi
exactly.
movie.
First, and then Fox.
Wait, Tubi is Fox?
Yeah, Tubi is owned by Fox Media
me.
LLC.
God damn it.
So, like,
Son of a
you
bitch.
can get
Okay.
a Tubi movie.
Fox is owned by Disney.
We'll make a Tubi special on.
So part of it is actually, but
But you know who
they separated. That's why there's Fox Media LLC.
You
That's
know
all
who
the
would-
stuff that is not owned by Disney.
Okay.
But you know who would buy it immediately, but we'd have to get it done first, which wouldn't happen, would be Netflix. Netflix buys anything.
Yeah.
Anyway,
That's
so let's
true.
keep going. Let's keep going
At
on.
the rate
with
it's
this.
going, Channel 4 would probably buy it.
That's true too.
Is Channel 4 different
Especially
than
if
the
it was killing
4chan?
Americans. You know how amazing that would be to like show American incels being killed by psycho female killers? That would be awesome. Anyways, before we somebody steals this from us, let's keep going on because I could so
You
make
saw
a
it here
proposal to
This is
yeah,
our-
exactly. Something like
This
we
is our
copyright claimed it.
claim right now, yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, let's blow on.
Nature. We are now able to share new details with you this morning about the van attack in Toronto last year that killed these 10 people and injured 16 others. The judge in the case has now lifted a publication ban on the police video interview that an officer did with the accused in the case, Alek Minassian. Now, CBC News has chosen to air select segments of the interview, which help to explain what happened on the day of the attack and why. Our story this morning from Chris Glover.
Okay, here we blow.
Thought I'd be okay. Nearly.
Okay, hold on. I want to get to where he is in the interview thing. Here we blow.
And just hours after the attack.
Well, I am a little shaken, to be honest. It's not my usual day, obviously.
A brief moment of emotion, but otherwise, Alek Minassian shows little as he describes the randomness of his attack.
I was driving down Yonge because I knew it would be a busy area. And then as soon as I saw there were pedestrians, I just decided to go for it. The only reason I stopped my attack was because some...
And after I hit them, I was like, sorry, eh? Sorry, I'm done. I'm done.
drink got splashed on my windshield, and I was worried that I would crash.
I'm trying to make
anyways.
it
Thankfully, it
easy.
stopped him where it did, and thankfully it didn't go any.
Okay. So I believe the rest of that is mainly him kind of talking. Yeah, it is. But let's go to this one. Here is like the clips of the interview.
Almost a French accent or something.
What was that, Mama?
Sounds like he's got like a French Canadian accent almost.
He is totally French Canadian.
No, but he was. No, I don't think he is. He was from. They said his
Shut up!
parents were
All
from two different countries.
Definitely.
Shut up! You all are French Canadian. I don't care.
No, we're not.
I know.
You're not.
He grew up in the GTA, but I think his parents were from two other places, so he probably spoke other languages at home.
Yeah, just,
wait, if he grew up in GTA, that's San Andreas. That's California.
No, that means Greater
Oh, not that
Toronto
GTA.
area.
Okay, never mind.
GTA, yeah, it causes me a lot of grief. Believe me, the Greater Toronto area.
I know. I'm being a dick cheese.
I'd love
obviously.
to see GTA.
I want to see
There
GTA.
might
Yeah,
be a
exactly.
GTA,
Yeah. When you Grand Theft Auto somebody out of their car, you're like, I'm sorry, eh? And you're like, you spank them on the bottom instead of punching them out. You know, you like give them a little.
Nobody says that because all the street gangs are from like they're all from Russia or from some other place. Like you don't. I mean, there's a few like Canadian-born ones, but a lot of it is like just little mafia groups or whatever. Like organized, it's a lot of organized crime that tries to run in little areas to sell drugs.
So if you use enough lube, do you have to say sorry for the anal, eh? Sorry, never mind. I'm just kidding.
That's something I'm not familiar with. But,
you should try.
It is very expensive.
Anal is very expensive there.
We have to use maple syrup because lube's too expensive.
Well, that's the problem there, eh? All right.
That does not sound like fun.
Okay, all right.
Sounds
so,
like anti-loop, dude.
and so the mango says they need 25 more bucks to help with the funds, and I will do more shots. I'm going to take one just right now, but we'll do more shots. And once I pull out the tattoo machine, it's over there. I don't know what's all in there. I don't know if I don't know if it has everything with it. But we may see right now. Maybe tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see where we get to. But anyways,
do you have a tattoo cam so you can see, like you can put that up on the screen?
I have multiple cameras for sure.
Yeah, you got like a second camera to show the tattoo happening.
Yeah, so
It has way too many cameras.
Yeah, exactly. And Mango knows because right now she's
that's not talking about the cameras we installed in all of your houses.
Yeah, and that too. Sorry to let you know, but I have access to all of the cameras in all of your places. And Mom, you missed shaving that one spot. Never mind. Anyways, so let's keep going. So we're gonna do another shot, and then we're gonna listen to this craziness. Is the best way to put it.
Alek? Hello. Hi, how are you? Doing good. How are you? Good. You drink water? Sure. Thanks so much. How are you feeling? I'm good. You feeling okay? My name's Rob Thomas. Nice to meet you. How are you? You doing okay? Yeah. You probably have better days than this, I guess, eh? Yeah. Well, I am a little shaken, to be honest. It's not like it's not my usual day, obviously.
Really? You just murdered a handful of people. Yeah, you're a little shaken.
Alek.
Right.
Mind if I call you Alek?
What about the people you hit or almost hit?
Alek, my name's Rob Thomas.
Nah, they're not quite so much shaken as splattered.
They're shaken and stirred.
You took my line.
Damn it. I'm sorry, Mama. But anyways, can you imagine never mind. It's just like when we barely went over fucking what's his name that went over the parade stuff, right?
Oh, yeah.
And it's kind of weird like that with this, because if you will look at the front of the van afterwards, after this, and go over a little bit of other things, for him being this calm is fucking insane. Just like douche nozzle, whatever his name is, and I don't even give a fuck about remembering about it, but I'm sure at one point we're gonna have to go over him again. And I don't know if y'all know, but there's another gentleman who fucking drove through a fucking parade 2 months ago. Luckily, he didn't hit anybody or kill anybody, but he's gonna be going to jail probably for the rest of his life.
Joe Brooks did it last year.
Yeah, that's who I did not want to say his. Thanks, Mom. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. No. But that's who we had gone over. I don't know if we did it on our channel or one of the other people's channel, but yeah, we talked about him, and I think I also talked about it, but it doesn't matter. There was another person in Florida. Hey, Al. There's another person in Florida.
I gotta run. I'll see you next time.
Later, Al. Thank you for being here as always.
Thanks
awesome,
for having me to join in.
Bye, Al.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, bye, guys.
There's another person who we're going to have to go over in the near future that ran into a parade because he was being a douche nozzle. Luckily, he did not hit anybody. But again, we'll talk about him in a minute. So let's just go over this right quick.
Slim drink. Thank you, Mama.
Drink.
I want you to understand something. I'm a
private chat.
Chug.
You understand what that means?
I'm gonna just do this right quick just to make sure. I think we have our CC on. No, let me do that, and then put on we're gonna do presets for spoken words so we can hear them a little bit better. And then here, let's go like this, and then
yes, you don't know police.
That should be better.
Yes, okay. I don't wear.
Here we go.
I wear a suit and tie because the type of work that I do. But although I'm in a suit and tie, I'm an actual police officer. Okay. And I'm one of the senior investigators on this case. Okay. I got called in for this specific case because of what's happened and the involvement and everything else that's been going on. Okay. Before we get started, I want you to know that we're being videotaped and audio taped. Okay.
It's so weird they dressed him like a painter. And when we were watching Shabusiness, she at one point was dressed in like yellow like shit like this. It was kind of weird, but I guess that's
with her, I think it was to make clear from what interview the footage was, so they couldn't
I
copy.
mean, with these,
got it.
They're in the forensic suits because they've taken their clothes away.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
So
I know.
instead of them being naked,
it's...
they give them these other shit to wear.
Yeah, no, obviously. I just think it's there are prison. Yeah, but there are
dude's
prison.
Armenian, apparently.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's well,
Armenian. Heritage. Yeah.
Son of a. Oh, never mind. Okay. Anyways, Phil, did you get sent a link? Because I feel like you want to join us.
He said he's not up for it tonight.
Okay, just making sure.
Though.
Because you keep fucking commenting. No, I'm just kidding. Just keep doing it. That's why we love having our side of my chats. Anyways, let's get further into what I was kind of joking at is when I got put into places inside of these walls from the government's authority figures, they put us in just regular garb. You know what I'm saying? Like clothes, jail, prison, and other.
They had that denim stuff probably.
It's kind of interesting that for some reason some of these people get put into these, and I guess maybe that's a new thing. I don't know. I haven't been arrested in 20 years or something,
They're not at the prison or jail yet. They're at the holding areas.
Sure. Again, it's just
I guess they'd have different
funky.
things available.
Yeah, and sure. Again, I don't remember. I don't know the new processes.
I've never been to jail, so I definitely have no fucking clue.
Where they're touching them first before they.
Yeah, you always use your good looks to get away, right? To get out of shit.
Exactly.
She just
my amazing looks that when they look at me, they go blind.
Yeah.
There we go.
Her fictional.
I thought you were a siren, and you just like sung them into blankness.
I'm the sirens that were those random birds. I sound like a
there we go. Anyways, so once again, I haven't been through this process in a handful of thingy-mabobbers, especially after COVID. So this is one of the things maybe that they're doing now that I don't have any exposure to, but just to me it's funny looking. Like some of the people that we're going to go over are wearing these weird outfits that look like very disposable, but it's like, wait, what are you going to put them in once you put them into a place? Like, why aren't you putting them into those clothes already? Like, what the fuck is going on? Anyways, and yes, I love you too, Phil. We'll talk about it later. I'll message you in Discord. Anyway.
Oh God, that's gonna be the weirdest talk about it later.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly.
I love Phil.
Hi, Miss Loki. Welcome.
Hey, Loki. How you doing?
Thanks, bye.
Anyways, let's keep blowing on with this insane interview. And luckily for us, we have people that have already cut this up, and we don't have to watch a 1 hour and 47-minute interview with this motherfucker.
Okay, you know what I mean by that?
Yes, everything I see and do is being captured.
Exactly, yeah, on audio and video. Okay. Now, here's what I want to do, Alek.
He knows how video works. He's not a flat earther.
We're going to spend a good deal of time together. Okay. It's important that I talk to you. All right. I've done a little bit of reading, and I know a little bit about involuntary
celibacy.
Celibacy, right? So being celibate, involuntarily celibate. What is that?
That means celibacy means someone who never has a sexual intercourse. Involuntary celibacy means this wasn't your choice. You essentially are have been thrown into true forced loneliness, and you're unable to lose your virginity. This is especially painful.
Okay, really quick. There are so many other ways to go have sex. There is escort services and other things. Before you go and like kill a bunch of people, just look up like your local escort or something. There's a handful of like code words you can look up.
Orgies.
And sure, whatever. I mean, there are dungeons and stuff you can look up. The problem with them and these people is they would never get into a actual fetish dungeon because you have to agree to consent and understand not touching and not abusing other people. And
but they don't just want sex. They want a slave wife.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying is they'd never pass
in the kitchen, and
they'd never pass the test. Because when I have worked for fetish dungeons, BDSM clubs, swinger organizations, and corporations, and blah, 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 you have to pass tests. And if you ever cross certain lines, you get your ass beat and then thrown out of there. You don't just get like asked politely to leave if you touch somebody else without consent and or say certain things in front of like really high up rich people, because that's what most of these things are, is they're underground clubs for really, really rich people. I have met senators, fucking billionaires, all kinds of people that I've been introduced to that I don't remember names, and it doesn't fucking matter about where or what they were, who they were, when and how. But that's the way those things work. If you really are top J, you can go and find these places and you can go have sex with as many people as you want, men or women, or men and women at the same time, or people that have both genitals, whatever. But these people don't understand the concept of like figuring out how to like go out there and find somebody new. Although we will find, oh no, that was somebody else. That was the first incel that actually went to a self-help group for a while, but still could not get laid. But again, everybody that met him said that he was abrasive. Anyways, let's keep blowing on.
For young males.
Right. That makes sense. When did you first, sorry, you mentioned this and I forgot. When did you first go on to 4chan?
And look at how relaxed she is talking about this after she just murdered a handful of people. Let's just put it that way.
2014. And specifically when in 2014?
May 23, 2014.
And how were you able to remember that?
Because I remember that was a very significant day.
Okay, what was that?
That was when Elliot Rodger decided to essentially commit an uprising, a beta uprising, if you will, against the Chads and the Stacys. It was a beta uprising.
So I think I said that properly earlier. If not, it's the Chads and the Stacys that are the 10s. And these incels think that they deserve the 10s for no reason. So if you're a 9 or an 8, fuck you, bitch. I want only fucking Barbie. I don't want anybody. So you're already pigeonholing yourself into losing, homie, because that's not how the world works, dude. Not everybody gets motherfucking 10s. Have I had a couple 10s? Fuck yeah, but are they like not fun to keep up? Hell yeah, that's one of the problems with them. They need $1 gazillion for that or this or that, or they want to do this or that. And if you're not fucking wearing the best press suit or blah, 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 this function, then, you know, it's like, fuck that bullshit, dude. Why do you even want that? In this dude's brain, that's what he wants. But if you had it, you probably wouldn't want it. Like, just go with a normal person because you're a normal human being.
If
just
you couldn't take the belligerency of the army, let alone the Canadian army. He's not going to be able to handle a 10 yelling at him and berating him because they want X amount of money to go do Y, and how dare they not bring them the right straw for their Stanley Cup.
Yeah, and then
Not
the
every
other
Stan
thing,
is like that,
Sister
but
and the way she fucking talks and does this shit.
and then the
Okay,
other
Slim,
thing,
drink.
I know, I saw that. Just give me a millisecond.
Right.
The other thing these motherfuckers don't understand is they want sex so bad, but when you have somebody who literally is draining your cock 4 to 5 times a day, dude, it becomes very strainful after a hot second or 5, or the 15th time that you've been in a relationship where that becomes kind of a thing, because you're a fetish or you're fetishized by kind of whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, cool, it sounds great on paper until you like actually go and participate in all these like swinger events. You go to different things. You let people staple your cock, and then your significant others like, let's have sex afterward, and it's swollen and bruised. Like, that's when it doesn't become fun anymore, you weirdos. Like, cool. Like, anyways, let's
I would have done that. I would have done some extra. Yeah.
Dude, you're very welcome, Katie, when that fucking happened, but that only happened very once. My ex, she stapled my cock improperly, and it fucking bruised and swelled so fucking hard and big, and she rode it for 2 days straight while we were on ecstasy. That was amazing for both of us, although it hurt so bad, and I'm glad I did not get an infection from it.
Oh God,
but
you didn't get an infection. Ooh.
luckily I did it. I thought my thing was gonna fall off 3 days later, but it was better after a while.
And Billy, yeah, kinda. We're trying to get money together for Mango, and it's a fun thing to make Slim drink. So if you donate $10 to Mango, he'll drink.
But he's talking about sex 4 or 5 times a day. And yes, when you live the rock star life that I used to live, when you have multiple significant others, you have to do it a lot of times a day. And then I also just had significant others that wanted it multiple times a day. And never mind, we'll talk about that fucking shit later. That's the problem with looking like a rock star. Don't look like a rock star. That's what I gotta tell you, kids. Anybody watching this, do not become a rock star. Otherwise, you gotta do what my dumbass does. Okay, so here we go. Cheers, bro. Salute, Solange. We're gonna drink the rest of this, and I guess I'm gonna do a little bit of the blue. And you're welcome, Mango, for me abusing my body for you and the little one. Bad vodka. God damn it. I know that's the first time I said that, but Jesus Christ. Okay. Let's keep blowing on, and in a second we'll do more blue. Jeez. Okay. And Billy, I am after your humans' hearts. But that's only because I'm a cyborg, but that's in a couple years, and then I will come after your heart. Just be prepared, but I'll let you know before I do. And I'm guessing that's for me, Mango, and yes, I love you as well. You're welcome. I abuse myself for y'all, and you're lucky
because you love it.
And you're lucky I don't ask for all the nudes anymore. Although you can send me some, you know what I'm saying. Never mind. Anyways, let's keep going on.
Although he didn't call it a beat uprising at the time, someone else who was inspired by him by the name of Chris Harper called it a beat uprising sometime in actually I believe it was October 1, 2015.
It was Elliot Rodger who was the father.
So Elliot Rodger is the one that we did a tiny bit of information on in the beginning of this, and that's who she's claiming is who he got his inspiration from. He did say another person, but he will talk about Elliot Rodger a lot more right now.
See the founding forefather of the entire movement.
Right. So explain to me this movement. What's this movement about?
It's basically a movement of angry incels, such as myself, who are unable to get laid. Therefore, we want to overthrow the Chads, which would force the Stacys to be forced to reproduce with the incels.
Right. Okay.
Oh my god!
Did you
really?
hear how he worded that?
Yeah.
He thinks he's not hot enough, and he's hot enough. I'm gonna if when you look at him. When he's getting arrested in that one mugshot thingy-mabobber while he's getting in and taken in or in intake, he does not look that great. But some of his, you could look attractive there, sir, but it's your fault.
Yeah, but
You are
unattractive. Same with that Elliot. Like,
exactly.
He was not a bad looking dude.
No, I would fuck Elliot Rodgers so hard. I may even let him fuck me, because but anyways, it's the personality. Exactly, CT. That's what we're speaking about, and that's
hello, CT.
That's what we're trying to put out there. That is the reason why you idiots can't get laid.
Okay, when you say incels,
involuntary celibate.
So that's just a short form for fellas who
can't get laid,
can't have sex, right? Okay. And what happened in the Elliot Rodgers uprising? What did he do?
I know he used a gun as well as a vehicle to.
And you know what? If you really need to get laid, there are so many places that have a glory hole. And you know what? You just close your eyes and stick your dick in the hole, and it feels like vagina if you've never felt it before. What?
What'd you say?
Yeah, but like that's not something that everybody can do, because like I
know it's not everywhere. I know.
No, but also like I wouldn't be able to like go there and do that. No.
But the thing
why
with the bar though, Slim, you could go to a bar. There's plenty of women in bars that are looking to get laid.
That's what I was saying. Well, that's what I said earlier.
Be nice to them. Buy him a drink. He may get hit. He may get a hit. That who knows?
Well, that's what I said earlier. Yeah, if you go hang out at a bar until 20 minutes, right? Let's say it this way. 20 minutes before the bar closes, wherever you are, whatever time it is, it doesn't fucking matter in whatever part of the country or it doesn't matter. 20 minutes before the fucking bar closes, the last lady at the bar that's talking to herself or not having anybody around her, buy her a drink and then fucking get a ride home. You're going to get paid. I mean, that's pretty much what, I mean, that's how.
With consent, you're playing fast and loose.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's rolling the
maybe not that drunk, but just pitifully lonely.
Yeah,
like if somebody's looking for some companionship for the night, then
because there are women at the end of the night who are looking for companionship, who haven't pulled for the whole night. Right. You can get them, but we're just saying the line is don't find the woman that's at the bar incoherent because they're that drunk.
Yeah, no, I'm not. Yeah, of course. I did not. Yeah, none of us. Thank you for reiterating that, but that's not what I was saying.
I knew what you meant, and I didn't want anyone to take what you were saying out of context.
Sure, and even whatever.
You are not fucking okay with that kind of thing.
Yeah, of course, but again, you literally just have to wait until the end of the night, and when the last lady is looking to get laid. Because that's why she was there, and that's why she's waiting. That buy her a fucking shot. And
not all of them are there to get laid.
No,
of course not. No. But like I said, when you see the woman that's sitting there looking to get laid, you know what I'm saying? And it's the end of the night, buy her a shot, and then you say, "Hey, want to take a taxi to your place? And if she says yes, okay, well then there's your in, right? You know what I'm saying? Like that's the way to do it. Or do you there's a hotel room like across the street or something? Are you good to go and go bang? Cool. There we go. You know what I'm saying? Like with consent, you want to ask them in the proper way to say something. And that's if you can't get laid 5 times out of, it doesn't matter. I'm not going to even put a statistic up there, but that's a one way. And, or like I said earlier, there's single events on all the bulletin boards in all the towns, cities, and states that you live in. You literally can go on Google and Google single events, playing tennis, playing golf, playing fucking frisbee, whatever the fuck that bullshit's called, the golf frisbee or whatever the fuck.
Frisbee golf,
drinking pub crawls, anything. You literally can look up anything now and find things to do for everybody. The only difference for me is being thank you, Canadian Ollieman, son of a beast, saying disc golf. The only difference for me is being a thank you, Billy.
We got it.
I knew everybody in the flight chat was gonna call me out as soon as I fucking forgot that bullshit.
No
But anyways,
clue what that is.
Oh, just look it up. No. Literally, it's just you take frisbees. You know, is that what y'all call it? Like, I'm not trying to be a dick, but the disc.
Yeah, no, we have frisbee.
Okay, so it's just you take frisbees, and there is a course that has. I'm going to try to put it the best way that I can, and it's really weird. 2 feet tall, there is a round metal encased chain link object that in the middle has another object with a metal top on it, I guess. And you're trying to throw a frisbee from certain distances, just like in golf. You're trying to hit a ball. So you're throwing frisbees and you're trying to get it into this object.
Okay.
Quidditch? No.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
This sounds like Quidditch.
It kind of.
It has,
It's what fucking yuppies and hippies fucking do.
So it's a new hacky sack.
Yeah,
except for that you're taking a disc and you're throwing it 40 feet into this like metal basket that's made of chains, kind of, or chain links, kind of. That's that around. So it's probably a yard around. It's probably 3 feet around. Am I explaining that properly then, Ollieman, or anybody that's at all?
We'll see. Let's see if it's got that.
Because I really have barely ever played it, but that's what. Anyways, let's keep blowing on to get through just at least this part of it.
Convert the life status of certain individuals to a death status. Right. Only to carry the message that incels can't be oppressed.
Wait, did he just say to carry them from life status to death status?
Yes, they think that somehow they're going to be progressed in further into the afterlife for some reason, because the original incel was very evangelical, and he said, if Jesus has already died for my sins, the only way for me to get into heaven is to murder my way into heaven.
No way.
I swear to Bob, I just watched it this morning. It's like, dude, it was insane. Yeah, so it's part of religion to some extent as well. That some of these have pulled out their arsehole to say the only way to get into heaven is to do this for God. Yeah.
Wow.
So, anyways, let's keep blowing on further with this, and then in a second we'll see how far we get. We may delve into the first incel killer in a second, but we're probably going to do our own a whole episode just on them.
And then what about Chris Harper Mercer? What did he do?
He used a gun for all of his murders.
And were these fellas active on 4chan?
Yes,
they were. Have you ever communicated with these fellas?
I actually have, as a matter of fact.
Who did you?
Yeah, so once again, everybody that he talks about are just all these previous incels that have done horrible acts that he was inspired by.
Both of them, actually. Really? We discussed our frustrations at society and being unable to get laid, and we were plotting a certain timed strikes on society in order to confuse and shake the foundations, just to put all the normies in a state of panic.
And who would be a normie?
And so this is kind of like what we're just kind of seeing with the MAGA Trumpanites. With it, recently we're seeing this thing that they're not just talking about the Civil War in the Americas, they're talking about the Great Reset in the Americas happening once Trump becomes into power. There's not going to be a civil war. There's going to be a civil war, and all the regular humans are going to take over the government, showing that they have evidence that there's no evidence of, because the government only has the evidence through Space Force and the FBI or something. And then, Jesus Christ, it's so fucking tiring to like keep going over this crap, or to like even understand this bullshit. And then something's going to happen, and then the Great Reset's going to happen, and then Trump's going to be put back into office, and it's going to cause all the world's countries to go into peace for some reason that doesn't make any sense. And then we're all going to like have all the sustenances that we need, and and they're going to show all of the countries that were not shown before, because we've talked about that on the Flat Earth. Is there's countries outside of Antarctica that are going to.
We're all outside of Antarctica.
Dude, son of a beast thing. So everything's going to be shown, like the deep state and blah blah blah. But anyways, it doesn't matter. Let's keep blowing on.
Normie means normal people. That would be anyone who is considered to be normal by the unfair standards of society.
But not the Chads or Stacy's.
Chads and Stacy's are actually above normies, or at least they think they're above normies.
Yeah. Okay, all right. So is it fair to say you've got Chads and Stacy's up here, normies down here, and then you've got celebs who believe that they are being
Incels.
Incels, sorry.
Yes.
Incels who believe they're being suppressed or repressed, yes. And so as a result, even in the playing field,
yes,
they convert the Stacy's and Chads from living to dead, and to
so
make
that we come out on top.
Yeah, more than so. Is there so the targets? Who would the targets for this uprising be?
All of the alpha males.
All the alpha males. So the Chads.
Yes.
So those are the people that you want to kill.
You could do without them.
So
this is like the meek shall inherit the earth kind of thing with that.
So why did you not go into, and I'm getting kind of reference off of the first incel murders, but whatever. Why did you not go into a place where there's a fuck ton of
Chads?
Thank you, Chads, and kill the fuck ton out of them, and then go and beep all of the Stacys, right?
And then yourself, because like,
well,
quite big a problem.
Isn't that what your punk asses are pretending to do? Your punk asses are pretending to kill all the Chads, to F all the Stacys. So why did you not make a situation where you could do that? I'm not saying this is what you should do, and I'm not promoting this, but I'm saying if you were to be one of these people who thought that they were controlling this, that, yakety schmackety and stuff and things. Why would you not find a situation where you could kill all of the fucking hot dudes and then impregnate all of the hot women to propagate
Yeah, they kill all
blah
the
blah
chads
blah.
and the Stacy's a fair game, right?
Yeah, and then you can force them into impregnation so that you can propagate blah 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 yakety schmackety, and none of this makes any sense anyways. And of course it's hypothetical, and we're not believing in this. And if you clip this out, it doesn't matter, because I did not say this is what you should do. I'm just saying, why are
we do
you
not endorse
idiots?
what they do.
Yeah,
They
and
just do.
why you idiots not make it this way? Why do you fuckers keep thinking that if you kill people that you're gonna make a mark on this earth? You know how you make I'm not gonna fucking give them ideas. Dude, that would be horrible if somebody starts using this, or he was like, yeah, we need to start impregnating them, but never mind. Okay, I'm done for a second.
Slim, the latest ultimate gentleman.
Yes.
Yeah, no, yeah, I'm gonna be the new Andrew Tate for some reason by the influence because of what I just said.
I get what you're talking about. It's like he's going when he was driving the truck, he went out of his way to go after the women, right?
Yeah.
If we could give all the chads, but then why didn't you go after the men too?
Yeah, and well, that's the problem is
the women.
Elliot did the same thing. He tried to go to a sorority house. They wouldn't let him in. Then that certain things happened. They were going after the women. It's not like if you take their wannabe manifesto.
Beat their ass.
Well, they had guns though, so I mean they can technically take them over, but the idiocracy is the opposition of what they're saying. They literally should be taking out all of the men so that women only can procreate with them. But because they're so mad at women, they're blind raging, and they are red lensing, or they're seeing red completely, and they're just trying to take out the women instead. And it's like, no, but
and then they wonder why they still can't get laid.
Yeah, well, and like, what happens if you kill all the women? Now you've got to fuck the dudes. You just fucked yourself, you dumb cunt. I mean, like, dude, you're the idiot, not us. You're so stupid. Okay, so let's go a little bit further into this, and make me drink more. I have blue, so make me drink more. We're almost there for mangoes. And tomorrow I can help out Mango once I get paid. But we'll anyways, make me drink more. I'm not drunk enough, I don't think, because I can still see that these words are not double yet. Okay, so I think I can still drink.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Until they're double letterings of things, then I'm okay.
Okay, all right.
Well, actually, it's until Mama says that I need to end the stream that I'm okay.
And who else?
He can't
any of the Stacys who do not wish to give their love and affection to the incels. So they're a target as well. Yes, to be killed. Yes. Okay. And what about the normies?
Why?
Normies. Yes, we don't necessarily wish to kill the normies, but we do wish to subjugate them in order to make them understand that
all these words, all these buzzwords, these code words that they're using, like normies and Chad and Stacy's
and like this is like 1984 shit, right? Like, oh my god, these people have a certain clearance and these other people have another clearance, and this is like the USSR and a handful of other places that are very fascist and are subjugated to your status in life. Bro, do you really think you want to be subjugated to this? If you were, you would be crying like a little baby about how you didn't have enough freedoms and blah 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 yakety schmackety, and you would have been fucking either shot in the head or you would have been fucking put in a jail cell for the rest of your life because you're a little bitch. Dude, You don't understand what you're trying to put into society for no reason, and you're over accenting these things for no reason. If you just look at life like things are like kind of cool and kosher and flowy, and like, hey, maybe I should like go touch grass every once in a while. Maybe I should go play hacky sack. Maybe I should go hang out with new people that I've never talked to before. Maybe you'll get laid, you fucking idiot. That's why you're not getting laid. You're not putting yourself out there enough, and you're putting too much stress on everything that you're coming in contact with, which is causing people around you to feel stressed and to be like, this guy's acting fucking weird. Or if you go on a date and you're like, why aren't you fucking under the table sucking my dick yet? They're like, whoa, 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 check please. And you're like, it's society. No, motherfucker, it's you.
Yeah. What's that line, Slim? If you walk around all day saying assholes, maybe it's you that's the asshole.
Exactly. You've got to remember, you've got to be the fluffer for a hot second until you get into a relationship to some extent, male or female. You have to be like, ha ha ha, what are you into? And blah, blah, do all this fakey kind of stuff, or at least doing the things to get to know people for a minute until you feel comfortable enough with them there you can go back to their place, let them tie you up, pour candle wax on your butt, and then flog you while they choke you out. I mean, you have to find trust first. And that's the problem with these people, is they don't understand the concept of the whole going from non-trust to getting somebody to trust you, right? And I know that's a weird, crazy version of the way to put that out there, but that's the way that it goes, right?
Yep.
Although I have friends that take men home and just make them put it in their butt right away, but that's a whole different story that we'll talk about later.
Our type is the more superior one.
Right. So when you say subjugate, what do you mean by that?
Meaning either imprison them or put them in a lower position in society.
Okay.
So that they acknowledge the incels or the Pepe the Frog types as the more superior ones.
Oh my God.
So you're saying things that I'm not familiar with.
Sorry.
And he's going to talk about the Pepe the Frog shit right quick. But again, so you're talking about taking people and imprisoning them because they're norms or they're not top or bottom. And then you, because you're a bottom, you're going to make it so that none of this makes any sense to me at all.
No,
it's so weird.
It does not at all. To him,
It's so weird.
But he's a mascot on 4chan.
He's a mascot?
Yes.
Oh, mascot on 4chan.
Yes. I was using a metaphor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So he's actually worshipped quite frequently.
Oh, okay. All right.
Worship.
So going back to the conversation with Chris and Elliot, who did you have?
No, he's used as a major meme or a way to for a community to express themselves. And there's different versions of that, and it goes to things. And there's also that fucking weird South American dude that's like, and and there's a handful of other things.
Yeah.
Twitch and 4chan and a couple other places use them very prevalently. And it is almost like a code word for, like we've talked about, subcultures. They have code words they use for those things. That's why I don't do Twitch very much, because when they start using some of those things, I know what most of them mean, but like I'm not there and I'm an old man. So YouTube feels more comfortable for me to use than Twitch.
You watch on Twitch, and there's for gaming and stuff, it's fine, but not for
kind of this. And again, when we do stuff on Twitch, people start putting things, and I'm like, I don't know enough about it, and like I don't know how to moderate it, and like
no, I get you.
So I'm just here. Okay, let's go a little bit more. I'll be right back, but we'll play this
Conversation with first. Let me ask you that. Elliot. So how did you learn of Elliot?
Because We private messaged each other on Reddit after I saw one of his posts, and we just talked about each other, got to know each other, and we found each other very interesting. We both had the same frustrations at society, despite being separated by distance so far apart.
Right. Did you ever visit him?
No, but I wish I could have.
Yeah. Did he ever come and visit you?
No, but I wish he did.
Yeah. When specifically did you first contact or have contact with Elliot?
January of 2014.
2014. And when did you stop having communication with him?
As soon as he was deceased.
Okay. So his act, I know, took place in 2014, but I wasn't aware of the exact date. What day was it?
May 23, 2014.
May 23rd. Yeah, you said that. So when did you last speak to him?
May 20.
May 20th. And so what did he tell you?
He told me that he has to go. He is on a very important mission, and he might not make it back alive.
And so what did you say to him?
I kind of had an idea in my head of what he was planning, but I didn't want to think it was true at the time. So I replied and said, I wish you good luck with that.
Right on. Okay. And when did you learn that what he had done?
I saw it on the news later that night.
Later on the 23rd?
Yes.
Okay. And what did you think?
I thought that I came to the understanding that this is the mission that he had to carry out.
Okay. All right. And anything else?
I felt kind of proud of him for his acts of bravery.
Okay. All right. And what about how you started to change your thinking? Was any of that going on?
I was starting to feel radicalized at that time.
You were. Okay. And when you say radicalized, what do you mean by that?
Meaning I felt it was time to take action and not just sit on the sidelines and just fester in my own sadness.
Right on. Okay. All right. So what takes place next as part of this growing radicalization?
To be honest, the planning didn't occur until about a month ago. Most of it was actually just thinking and daydreaming.
Okay. All right. So the thinking and daydreaming, when did that start?
That started about a month after the rebellion in May of 2014.
Okay. So
in June, I started thinking about this stuff.
And then that continued right up till about a month ago?
Yes, which is when I booked the van with the rider in order to use as a tool for rebellion.
Okay, all right. So take me through that process. What was going through your mind, and how was what were you thinking when you were doing all this? What was going on?
I was thinking that it was a time that I stood up to the Chads and Stacys.
Okay. And then so what happened? So tell me what takes place.
So I booked the van.
Yep.
And then I just simply wait until today.
Yep.
And then I go rent the van, and then I drive it, take it downtown to Toronto.
Okay, so now we're getting into him explaining what he's about ready to do, and so
It's weird to hear.
that's why we're doing this, is because we're finally getting the explanation from an incel about what they've done and why they did it, which it never usually happens because normally they off themselves. And luckily for society,
Good.
Luckily for society, he didn't off himself. It sucks that he is a product of this and that he did what he did, but getting us to be able to look inside of his brain a little bit more and to talk to him and interview him, especially afterwards, was a major plus, because normally we don't get the inside of this other than douche nozzle giving us 174-page manifesto. But that's still a lot different than actually interviewing them after they have done the incident.
Okay.
And I just start using it as a weapon.
Okay. All right. And so when you say that, what do you mean by that?
Meaning the vehicle collided with several pedestrians, some of who are no longer alive as a result.
Right. Okay. And so that's a lot of information. Take me back to a month ago. You said this is when this whole planning started?
Yes.
Okay. So about a month ago, where were you at that point?
I was at Seneca College, and I decided to phone Ryder and book either a truck or a van with them. And they had a 10-foot van available. So I figured that this is perfect. I can not, it's big enough to have an effect, but not too big that I can't maneuver with it. So van was the perfect medium size to use as my weapon.
Okay, so when did you leave Ryder?
I wasn't looking at the time when I left, but I know I received the van before 1 p.m., although it was, the booking was actually scheduled for 1.
Okay, all right. And how long does it take you to get from Ryder to Yonge Street?
Oh, to Yonge? To the beginning of Yonge?
To the beginning of the attack.
Oh, to the near Yonge and Finch.
Yeah.
I would estimate about 20 to 30 minutes.
20 to 30 minutes. Now, what are you thinking while you're in the van?
I'm thinking that this is it. This is the day of retribution.
Okay. And anything else in your mind?
Just that. That's the only thing that's in my mind. It's just burning in my mind.
Burning in your mind.
Yeah.
Okay. And so let me ask you this, because this is really interesting. Why did you choose Yonge and Finch?
I didn't choose Yonge and Finch in particular. I was driving down Yonge because I knew it would be a busy area. And then as soon as I saw there were pedestrians, I just decided to go for it.
Okay. And so where specifically were you in terms of your specific location? Where were you when you just decided to go for it?
I was at some traffic lights.
Okay, where?
Well, actually, I don't remember. The only reason, in fact, if I hadn't, I remember some other, I had heard some other officer mention Yonge and Finch before. That's the only reason I really remember it. Okay. But otherwise, I actually wouldn't have remembered that it's Yonge and Finch. I just knew that I started seeing a lot of people walking.
Okay. Am I correct when I say that you knew at least you were on Yonge Street?
Yes.
And you knew that you were.
Because I specifically chose it beforehand. Because that's why. Because I even looked for that ramp from Highway 7 to Yonge.
Right. Okay. Okay. So nevertheless, you're at a stoplight. You said.
Yes.
You're at, and now are you faced with a red light? You're stopped.
Yes, but as soon as it turned green, I started going.
Okay, and just walk me through this, okay, step by step. So it turns green, and what are you thinking?
I'm thinking that this is it. I see all these people. It's time to go for it.
Time to go for it. And what do you do?
I floor the pedal.
Yep.
I speed the van towards them, and I allow the van to collide with them.
Okay. And then what happens?
Some people get knocked out of the way. Some people roll over the top of the van.
Okay. And then what happens?
I continue doing that until, in fact, actually, to be honest, the only reason I stopped my attack was because someone's drink got splashed on my windshield, and I was worried that I would crash the van anyway. So I decided, okay, now I wanted to do more, but I've kind of been foiled by a lack of
someone's
visibility.
blood or something.
So then that's when I pulled.
When somebody spilled his drink, yeah, that was it. You know,
that's what took it. Yeah.
No, actually, fortunately, that actually was the thing. It wasn't really the blood or anything else.
It took soda on the windshield for him to stop what he's doing, not him hitting the people.
Yeah, no, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Oh fuck, man. Like, and then we think that we're weird and crazy, but like, for fuck's sake, there's so many deeper levels.
Yeah, exactly. So it was when the lady spilled her drink on his windshield that he had to stop because he couldn't see. So anyways, that's pretty much all for this for a second. I just started taking apart all putting together, I guess is the right word, for my tattoo machine. And ooh, are those the tips? Oh, the tips are right there. Oh, there are tips. Okay.
Just a tip.
So let me see. Hold on. How do I connect this?
Well, just
exactly?
The tip is useless, Mama.
This is guys. Okay, hold on. Hold on.
Well, then again, like, he's got a big tip, so.
Okay, so stop sharing.
Yeah, he does.
Okay.
It's supposed to, but then it's not locking in for some reason, and that's where that doesn't make sense. The cartridges have got to go in that side. Let me see what the cartridges look like real quick and just see. Yeah, so those go in these go in the end of the red part. The red part. And then somehow this is supposed to go in the top. I guess. I don't know. I gotta read the instructions and get it over. I'm lucky that I didn't open this on stream because I forgot that I bought some things for Mango that I haven't told her about. Yeah.
You are doing it on stream.
Well, now
No, I know. I just didn't. I just
You're just
You're
weird.
lucky I didn't show the restraints and the face coverings and things that I bought for Mango. Never mind. I did not show you that at all.
We'll talk about that
Anyways, yeah, exactly. So once I figure out all the rest of this, then we'll go through it. And then this is one of my new thingies that I bought.
It's a little bit
So
bigger
now
than
it's
the
a
other one, I
captive.
think.
I have a captive bead for my septum for right now, and then I bought a couple other ones, and so I have a handful of other captive beads as well for my septum and other places and stuff. And then I bought this, and then it comes with that many colors.
Oh, nice. Ooh.
So I have almost every color. Yeah, I have almost every color, and I can mix colors to get them.
There you go.
So I have almost everything to start tattooing myself again. And it comes with this little cute little like holder for the ink thingies, because that's what the inks. And I have 1.5 million of these already as well.
Okay.
And so I have all the stuffs. And I think this is just black. Yeah, stencil ink. So that's for just black. So I have that. Hey, Wilson. So I have a bunch of new tattoo stuff.
Hello.
So we'll be doing tattoos, maybe live on stream or something soon. I don't know. Oh, Jeebus.
What?
I didn't know. Fake skin.
Oh, so you can
practice on.
Yeah, I can practice on that. There's a lot of that. That's a lot to practice on too. So I'll be tattooing myself on stream probably, especially for money. If we get some monies, I'll tattoo myself live on stream for sure. And when we do the charity stuff, we'll definitely be doing that as well. So, all right, it's about time to get the F out of here. And this is all stencil paper. So I've got like 10 sheets of stencil paper as well. So,
so it looks like you're all set.
yeah, I'm going to be tattooing myself in the near future as soon as I figure out how to make that work. I don't know what's going on. There's something I'm not seeing to make that put together.
Slim, you know what might help?
What?
If you're going to try that tomorrow when you're not drunk.
Yeah.
I just need your. Well,
does that sound like an idea? Eh?
Brainless. Yeah, you don't want to be drinking and tattooing.
No, well, I'm not going to do that, obviously, but I just need to find the instructions and read those first, and that will let me know, even if I'm drunk or not. But of course, I'm not going to do
very
that.
helpful.
Yes.
Yeah, and I'm not going to do this drunk, obviously. I'm going to wait until you all make me drink on stream and then make me tattoo myself.
Sure.
That's what I'm waiting for.
Okay.
So we'll do that in the near future. So I'll go over all of this stuff. Yeah, the instructions are right here. So I just need to use
at least a little bit on the fake skin, so you get a bit of the feel for the machine.
Yeah, no. Well,
I don't know. Like I would imagine that like every machine is a bit different.
But it won't really matter.
Fuck up shit.
Sure, but I won't know what it feels like until I actually do it on myself. But anyways, we'll get into that in the near future. So thank you all very much. Tomorrow is Drunken News, and it's going to be the same subjects that we had last week, except for that I just had computer problems and was feeling under the weather.
Not just computer problems, but
yeah, and I was feeling under the weather because doing 3 shows in 6 days throws you under the weather for sure. So anyways, thank you all very much for being here. Make sure you like, subscribe, share if you can, become a member. You can become a member if they don't take away my thingies that shows that I have merchandise. Please go and buy some merchandise as well. That would be amazing. Is there anything? Let's see. Let me go ahead and do this. Mama, is there anything you want to promote before we get the fuck out of here?
On Thursday, I'll be recording that tomorrow and getting it up for Thursday.
Sweet. Mango, what you got for us?
Keep an eye out, because if my Wi-Fi does what it's supposed to do, then I'll probably do a stupid morning bullshit at night. If not, then y'all see me in the morning.
Sweet. And most likely on our stream. Brainless, you don't got no fucking nothing to go on, but tell us something before we get the fuck out of here.
I don't know. Like, I think like, check all the channels. And I see Vila dropped out. I believe she is planning on doing a stream tomorrow. Keep your eye on Al's channel. He does a bit of it's a bit random, but he does random streams. Like Al's a nice dude and
yes,
nice and chill. So yeah. And there's a lot of other people that come in here. Like, go look at everybody's channel. There's so many nice people here.
Definitely. We all do different things as well, so it's not just like watching our punk asses constantly. You get to see so many other things. Mango goes over the lolcows, Mom goes over the Karens, Brainless doesn't do shit, and besides being my co-host,
shit, no. I'm just supporting role.
besides being my co-host, and then I do conspiracy theories and
where I can.
Yeah, I do.
And like,
I'm getting more into flat Earth lately.
And don't forget, people. She's back Friday night.
And Pip
I'm Pips Friday because hopefully they're going to be doing the usual pest control thing. So
well, and unfortunately, that's fucking Unfortunately, that's the October-y thingies of the weekends. So I will not be here because I will be performing. But we'll do a 30th thing. So we'll do I think it's All Hallows Eve, right? Is the 30th, not the 31st, because it's the eve of it or something, right?
All Hallows Eve is Halloween.
Okay. Well, then we're going to do an All Hallows Eve then. If I'm not performing, well, I'm probably going to go out on All Hallows Eve on Halloween. We'll see. If I'm not, then we'll do something. But the 30th, we're definitely doing a thing. And so, hey, Commander, unfortunately, we're getting the...
Also check his channel, of course.
Check out Commander's channel as well. So we're going to get the fuck out of here, and then we will see you all tomorrow at 3:30 Mountain Standard Time after Vila does her spooky, scary stories or whatever she calls it. Wicked Wednesdays. Yeah.
Vila's Wicked Wednesday.
Yes, exactly. And so thank you all very much for being here. Make sure you please like, subscribe, and if you don't mind watching a handful of our videos, that would be amazing.
By the way,
what?
I think it was on disc golf, right, Wally?
Yeah, in disc golf, yeah. And if you would like, you can always put on our videos and put it on mute and put it on a device and like throw it in the corner, and then like it just gives us more views.
Right.
It's amazing because then we get pushed up on the algorithms on the search of my things for the stuffs and things. And
an outro.
Okay.
I don't know if you can do that.
Okay. Hold on. Give me a second because I have to do it this way.
You don't have to show all of it. I'm sure just a little bit of it.
Hold on.
But
Okay. I should have just had Brainless play it, but it's okay. It's okay. We'll hopefully get there soon. My computer's being a douche nozzle.
why have me play it?
Yeah, just play the link. Because my computer's being... I need more RAM for sure, and I'm hoping this winter I'll get that fingered out.
Excuse me.
Well, you're way behind now because Pip has a good computer now.
I just need to rob a bank so that I can get $1,000 so that I can buy a new computer. No, I'm just kidding. It's probably not that
a bit, but it's still good.
I probably just need to throw $400 into a new one and just start over again and take this and part it out or something. But we'll see, because this one is like 5 years old now, and it was pimping when it first came out. Now it's just not near because 5 years is a long time in tech. Are you gonna play it there, Brainless?
I can do that. That is that link. Let's go to the beginning of that.
Just in case you don't know what disc golf is, here we go.
Let's see.
Yeah.
This is the studio. Share screen. Yes, I'm gaming and starting to
hear something. Similar.
Disc golf is...
Hey, here we go.
Oh my god, it is like a
Oh my god, that is a lot of are doing that.
Just wait.
It actually does look like fun.
It is. See, that's what I was talking about, the metal ring thingy. Brainless, take out the music. Just mute it. Yeah.
I was.
No worries.
No, I was thinking that they were going to be explaining something about it.
Yeah, no, I know, and that's why I just said we played it.
Just frisbees. I mean, it's the same concept. Okay.
Yeah.
Traps and everything too. Wow.
Yeah. It's called frisbee golf.
Like, yeah, that's.
So, I mean, if you look at it, they're like throwing it and they're like making it turn and.
Yeah, no, it's definitely a pseudo art for sure, because you've got to get it around trees, you got to get it around different things, and it lands here, and then you got to go to like dog legs, and there's water things and all kinds of stuff. So okay, there we blow.
A lot of physics at play that you really got to know. Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, for sure.
Look like fun.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, Brain, let's go ahead and stop it.
Stop that shit.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Thank y'all very much. We'll see y'all soon. Mango, I think, probably has something that she's doing in the morning. Or very soon. So everybody go to her channel Everybody go to everybody else's channel. It's in the description down below. For this, if there's anybody else in the Cinema chat who wants to post their link for anything, go ahead and do that now, especially if you're blue. So do that now, and we'll see y'all later. Everybody say bye.
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 Thank you for coming.